Kato on the track, beer.
Hey, I pull up and get it and go. And all of my hitters will go. And all of my bitches will go. The minute I hit it, I go. I pull up and get it and go. I hit a lick and I go. All of my bitches will go. The minute I get it, I go. I pull up and get it and go. I pull up and get it and go. I pull up and get it and go.
Get It and Go started in the BeatStars studio in Austin, Texas. I remember it was like day 2 of the project, and it was me, Jarren, and Emilio at the BeatStars studio, and all the smokers were at the crib. You know, us three, we don't really smoke like that, so we found a nice little workflow, just going to the studio every day, knocking out tracks, bringing them to the crib, and then we'd all listen to each other's shit, and then, you know, lay verses, fill in the gaps. Yeah, it was us three at the studio, and I remember we were just standing around like talking about what kind of vibes or what kind of songs we needed on the project, and we all agreed that we just needed some hard shit. We needed those slaps. So I had this one sample that I found on Splice, and I really wanted to mess with it. I wanted to do something with it, so I pulled it up right there and started working on the track. And it got really quiet. When it's really quiet in the studio, that's either a really good thing or a really bad thing. Next thing you know, I laid drums on top of it. I laid that 808 under it, and I see Emilio and Jarren just trying to come up with ideas. So I was like, okay. Mind you, this is our first time, all three of us, working together. So I'm really just trying to feel out the vibe. I don't want to do anything that feels forced. But I see them coming up with ideas for it. One thing people don't know is that Emilio actually wrote and recorded the whole hook first. And so we had Emilio on the track. It wasn't until later on that we decided that we wanted to try Reezy on the chorus. Reezy just got that, he got that swag, he got that sauce that we needed that was perfect for that type of track. So we had Reezy come through the studio the next day, and he re-recorded the hook. From there, Jarren laid his verse, Emilio laid his verse, and we took it back to the house, let everyone hear it. They were all fucking with it, and that was pretty much how the song came together. So here's the original sample that I found on Splice. I'm using Reason 9, so I'll play it for you guys so you can hear what it sounds like. Obviously the first half is the part that you recognize from the song, and the second half I didn't really know what to do with. I didn't think that it really fit, so I took that part out. So all I really did was time stretch it because the sample was a little bit slower in the original, and then I chopped off the second half of it, and then you're left with this. Just did a little bit of EQ into it with the high pass filter because I knew I wanted to lay that 808 under it, so I wanted to kind of carve out that space, and eventually the sample ended up sounding like this. So the beat is super simple. There's really not a lot to it. It's basically just that sample that I played for you and some drums and an 808. But I'm gonna break it down for you guys and show you how I put it together.
Hey, I pull up and get it and go. And all of my hitters will go. And all of my bitches will go. The minute I hit it, I go. I pull up and get it and go. I hit a lick and I go. All of my bitches will go. The minute I get it, I go. I pull up and get it and go. I pull up and get it and go. I pull up and get it and go.
Pull up, get
get it, go to money, moving slow. I had to cut them off, some niggas had to go. I went back and dope, a nigga had to grow it for the status quo. I'm not your average Joe. Straight up, dripped out, stacked dope, fuck hoes, bitch bounce. Hoes give me discount, Gucci down, pimped out, work hard, get clout.
16 got kicked out, flipping dimes and nicks now. I remember when they shot up Anthony and Nick house. Whole family tripped out. It's like Drake and Alicia Keys whenever Price pull his wrist out. Fireworks tripped down. She fought through after work and I tell her to strip down. Call a lift now. Can't let you hoes get too close. Please don't be calling me, bro.